Absolutely. I think that really any planetary astrological things happening in the world at any given moment is going to have an influence on your shadow work and how you're feeling. Especially when you're super tuned in, you'll start to notice, like, oh, I'm feeling that Uranus is in retrograde because I'm feeling extra shadowy in this area, or it's a full moon in Cancer, I can't stop crying for days. It's like it makes a difference, and your astrological signs also makes a difference because that'll influence your personality, and it will give you a road guide to what shadows you're more than likely going to have already because of the signs that you have.
Do you want to talk about your zodiac sign real quick?
Sure. So I am a Taurus sun, Pisces moon, Virgo rising or ascendant. And that impacts my shadow work because with Taurus, we love things. We love that we feel and live through our senses. It's very important for us to have security, stability, our areas, environments be aesthetically pleasing, comfortable, luxurious, all of the things. So materialism and balance can be a shadow aspect that Tauruses end up living and trying to figure out in their life, as well as stubbornness, things like that. And then my Piscean moon, we can get too lost in our fantasy world and not be living in reality. We can be very emotional and mystical, very empathetic, but sometimes if we're not careful, we can be taking on other people's emotions and sometimes feel other people's shadows that aren't ours. So it's a matter of discerning and separating that out and finding balance with that as well. And then my Virgo rising affects my shadows through perfectionism and being very particular about how things are put together, how things are said, and that can sometimes hold me back in terms of projects and completing things and needing things in a certain way. And so helping myself ground in with that and kind of surrendering and accepting certain aspects are out of my control when I would like them to be a certain one.
Cool.
Magic play a role in shadow work? So in many different ways, and this is a way that I learned how to better get a relationship with my body and with my self-love was through beauty magic and practicing daily programming of my water, of my products before putting them on my face, and then also stating my incantation or intention of what the products I'm programming them with, what I want them to do. And over time I have seen how my body has changed, and going through the whole process of like thanking every single part of my body as I'm applying coconut oil or whatever moisturizer you use, but that has helped me connect with certain parts of my body I didn't like before, and release certain emotions that I had been holding in certain areas. So I have a video that I recorded probably 2 years ago that on my YouTube and on my Instagram that has me walking through my actual beauty routine that I program my face products with, and you can see what I looked like then also and what I look like now, and you can use your own judgment and opinions about how I got to be where I'm at, but I believe it's through the beauty magic and my intentions, my perceptions. But you can also use magic just in your daily activities when you are trying to connect with a different perception of life and experiences, just going into certain activities where you would normally feel maybe frustrated or annoyed that you have to do something, maybe like cleaning or something. and maybe taking care of yourself in that way in your home, your space is harder for you. So bringing magic into putting a spell into the products you're using, and then speaking intentions into what it's doing for you in your home, and it creates a different experience that creates this kind of sacred act that you're doing of honoring yourself in your home, which feels a lot more rewarding and fulfilling. Full moons, new moons, it's really helpful bringing in some magic when you're doing your shadow work, because full moons are always about releasing. So you can connect to certain energies of the full moon, just like with using astrology, and really looking inward, meditating, seeing what it is that you're needing to release, shed, right? It will be some shadows. And then in the new moon, the next new moon, you would be planting seeds. So what are you bringing in? What new behaviors? And so you're every single month constantly on this kind of repetitive cycle that's built in to help you succeed in this work and stay and connect with this work through magic.
What does it mean to be a high priestess?
Yeah, so a high priestess, I'm learning that you can go through your own study, personal study, inward, and research, learn about ancient wisdom, and be your own high priestess. Or you can go and become an initiated high priestess and go to an order or a school like I did. And it was a year-long program. But a high priestess is somebody, you can either become a high priestess in your own right, but through a deep research and exploration and introspection and different layers of discovery on your own to connect to the ancient wisdom. Or you can go to an order or school and become an initiated high priestess like I did. I went to a year-long school for that, and it's somebody who is connected to their divine feminine energy, who has spent time researching, studying, learning about ancient principles and tools and magical skills, goddesses, and how everything is meant to bring the collective back into a higher state of consciousness. We're here to spread wisdom, we're here to spread spiritual teachings and connect with community. We have experience as leaders and spiritual leaders, and it is important for us to build this community to help support the collective consciousness. So that's essentially what we do, is just spread wisdom and magic. Like, the bigger the crystals, the better for me. And I just like they're more powerful, more magical, and yeah. But the master healer, this is Adina Mills. She makes amazing pieces, but she's been doing creating jewelry and pieces for over 20 years, which is really incredible. I just learned that. But this is a big clear quartz. It's a master healer. It is the master programmer. It is the master aligner. It's everything, and it works as an amplifier. So any crystal I have around me or on my body, it's going to amplify whatever properties or healing attributes they all have. So it's just boom, and it's right in front of my heart space, so it's just like amplifying my heart space out and sending healing outwards as well, but also acting as a protection. And then the middle finger is known as like the heart meridian, and so it's like keeping with your center. And for me, I wear a lot of amethyst because it's connecting me to my crown chakra, my third eye. It's connecting me to like higher consciousness, spiritual communication and information. Just connecting with spirit and my intuition, all of these things. So especially in the work that I do, and just wanting to be in tune as much as I can be when I'm working, especially, or connecting with others, I like to wear this so I don't miss any information. I'm like an even bigger antenna when I wear this jewelry. And then your left side of your body is like considered the yin energy, like the feminine energy of receptivity. And so it's like what you're bringing in. And so I wear smoky quartz and black onyx to protect my energy from things coming in. So I am getting protected from psychic attacks and spiritual attacks, any kind of a thing like that. Any negativity, I'm getting blocked. And then the right hand or right arm is what external, so like yang energy, masculine, what I'm promoting outwards. So like moonstone, I'm connecting to like my intuition, my emotions, and tiger's eye for expression, being confident in how I'm being perceived and putting myself out there. Titanium quartz on my ring finger. This is the triple warmed heart space, I want to say. The triple warmer meridian, which it's all about harmony and balance, and titanium quartz is all about like strength and fortitude, but also truth. So it helps with focus. So that's a big reason why I wear it as well. Sorry for the dog barking. And then again, middle finger, it's the heart meridian. And there's opal that's helping me with like emotional intelligence and attunement, emotional receptivity, and then again, amethyst. So yeah, and amethyst, I'm externally also channeling out the clearest, most meaningful information for whoever needs to hear it for their highest and greatest good and the highest good of all. So yeah, that's why I wear the jewelry that I do. Crystals are very powerful agents of healing. They have natural vibration and frequency that helps us and amplifies any specific things that these crystals help with. And so in your shadow work, you can find things that help with like emotional healing, heart space opening, like rose quartz is really supportive and lovely. Another one would be like labradorite. It helps with building and expanding your spiritual communication or connection. If you're, a spiritual seeker, that's really great for that too. But people like black tourmaline or black obsidian to help with grounding and protection. It's really just where you feel called, but I would suggest absolutely go to your local crystal store. Walk around without looking into what crystals for what, and just see what you're drawn to. Hold crystals, see if it makes you feel a certain type of thing. Maybe you feel like vibration or tingling, or you feel super safe all of a sudden, or maybe you feel called to something. Just paying attention to all of that, and the stone will pick you and be that stone that wants to help you through that process. You can meditate with the stone, sleep with it, just spend time with it, put it in your pocket. I like to put crystals in my pants and stuff. I wear a lot of yoga pants, so I put them in my pants. My whole world changed when I saw that yoga places were coming out with like where you can put your crystal, like it's a little pocket. I was like, yes, but I'm not the only one. Yeah, so. Yeah, some of them do. Some of them were just things that I did when I was younger. But so Hecate is one of my patron goddesses, the triple face god that I have. She is the goddess of magic. I have her, and then if you've read my book, I have Xena in there, and this was her gauntlet. So it's like almost like my inner warrior. I'm reminded of that. And then this is a Sri Yantra, which stands for abundance. And then I have a magical of fame. I have many magical tattoos and things that I have gotten over the years that have helped me get through certain things in my life, or that have been instrumental within my magical and healing journey.
Why do you wear braids and what led you to want them?
Yeah, so this is interesting because I get asked this a lot. This was actually something that I saw Burner. If you're not familiar with what a burner is, it's like Burning Man. People that go to this festival that's for a week. It's not a music festival, it's like an art interactive space in the desert. But it's for a whole week and it's in the desert, it's very hot, and a lot of people, a lot of women that go, they get their hair braided because it's just convenient, it's easy, and they look amazing. And I first started seeing pictures online of Burning Man. I was like, oh my God, their hair. I was obsessed. And after I first got my hair braided, it felt like I reconnected with this old part of myself that I had never met but felt like I missed. And after that, I was like, I never want to not have my hair braided. And granted, I can't have my hair braided all the time, but I mean, it's something that's been around for over 30,000 years. It's a way that humans used to socialize and be connected, and they used to represent different things for different tribes and different status. And I feel very connected, and I'm fascinated with just the culture of braids. Things that I like to do, I like to frolic around in the woods and be outside. I love being with animals. I do yoga, and I love dancing. I just recently went to an ecstatic dance event. That was a lot of fun. I go to music festivals. I love music, dance music. That's how I take care of myself in a lot of ways, is dancing through emotions and things, especially in shadow work. And when you're feeling shadow feelings from the collective that aren't exactly yours and need to be processed, dancing is a really great way to take care of yourself. I love taking really long hot baths. And I mean like an hour or more. I do a lot of thinking. It's how I connect best with spirit, is in the tub, or connected to water. But yeah, I love being outside and in nature. That's my happy place. I'm doing a YouTube live this week, so stay tuned for specifics. But